Good. Welcome to it, episode 11, baby. Welcome to Chef
And
Special.
we're back.
We are finally back. It's only been a week, but it feels like we haven't talked to each other in a while.
I know it seemed like a long week.
Yes, it does. It does indeed. All right. Well, let's kick it off with the songs
All
and
right.
let's roll with that.
So your song was "Good Beer" by Seaforth and Jordan Davis. Okay, this one I liked. This
Really?
one, this one I like. This one.
Oh,
It was very
sweet.
catchy. I watched it on YouTube, so the music video. I love the music video. It was fire. This one, yeah, I'm definitely gonna add this one to a playlist.
Yeah. All right. I'm happy about it. I don't know when I gave it to you. I'd only heard it once or twice. I thought it was pretty good, but yeah,
Yeah, I like
you're
that one.
all over the place with your opinions, so I'm trying to figure you out. Maybe I'm not. I'm not
Yeah,
nailing it.
I'm a hard country singer, so
Okay.
please.
Too picky for me. All right, all right. Well, yours is First Class by Jack Harlow, which everybody and their mama has heard by now. I've not been in a situation where people were listening to this. Actually, I've been in the car with some people when somebody played it once.
Uh-huh.
That's it. And then I listened to it for this, and that was the first time I may have heard the whole thing in its entirety. But it was pretty good. I mean, it's catchy. The original song is kind of the more catchy part, so I'm not really sure that uh, his song is better than the original.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But I think it's just like a reintroduction of a song that a lot of people that are older resonate with. So like older being our age,
Yeah.
and maybe even like 4 or 5 years older than us. But it was good. I mean, I can understand how girls enjoy listening to it. Like just some dude rapping
I mean,
to,
it's Jack Harlow. He
yeah,
he's gonna take everything from us.
it's gonna take everything
Everything.
from us.
Everything.
It depends on what kind of women you want. Do you want the kind of women that Jack Harlow wants, or do you want the kind of women that or the women that like Jack Harlow, or are we gonna maybe find a different crowd of woman?
We'll see. But as of right now, he's taking anything and everything.
All right, all right. Let him have it for now. I got my own girl. I don't need anybody to take it from me or anything, so it's all good. All right, let's get rolling. Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson acting a fool again. He's not biting people's ears off in the boxing ring,
Not
but
by these people's off. But was he really acting a fool though?
tell us the story, Scott.
So I haven't like read too much on this. I was just scrolling through Twitter like a couple hours ago and just there was like Mike Tyson beats up random man on plane. And I was like, what? So I click on the video and there's like three different like TMZ clips of it. And the first video is this guy who's like standing behind Mike Tyson, just like rambling about. I didn't have the volume up because I was
Yeah.
at work while I was doing this, but I was like, what? Like he's just like going on and on, just like using his very hands, just like throwing his hands out, like looking at Mike Tyson and looking back at the person who's videoing. And then Mike Tyson like kind of turns around and says some things and then keeps looking forward and then keeps saying some things. And then it goes to the next clip. And then the next clip is just Mike Tyson like pounding this kid,
Just wailing
just
on him.
wailing on this man. And then like some guy is like sitting in his seat, just like trying to push back Mike Tyson, like, no, don't do it. And I'm like, that's Mike Tyson. Like, you understand what you're getting yourself into right now. But so I don't know. I think the guy deserved it. I mean, the guy standing behind him just chirping and just going off for no reason. At least no reason of anybody that has on camera.
But like, what really sucks is that Mike Tyson, like, this is the kind of societal norm that people should get their tail beat for.
Yeah.
But the person who's losing is Mike Tyson still.
Oh, for sure.
You know, like he did something that most people probably would find okay. Also, like, don't mess with like, why are you gonna annoy Mike Tyson, especially if he already told you not to bother him anymore and you're gonna continue doing it? Doesn't doesn't make too much sense for me to believe that that's okay. I just I don't know. It sucks for Mike Tyson, but I don't know. Maybe somebody with some reasonable mind sitting in a court, or maybe a lawyer will be like, "Listen, dude, you kind of deserve this, and let's like not do this." So I don't know. I think it's fine. It sucks for Mike Tyson. At least he's got a bunch of money to cover his damages. So
Yeah, it was just so funny. Like it literally went from like just The two clips were just so sporadic from the way I saw them. It was just like scroll one thing and you see this guy just going
Could you tell what he was saying or
talking.
no? Is there a
I
sound?
mean, yeah, if you probably turn the sound up, you could probably
Yeah.
hear it, but I didn't have the sound up. So I mean, I was just sitting there and I just like see him just like talking and just like using his hands like very not aggressively, just like throwing his hands up and looking at Mike Tyson and going back to the camera and back to Mike Tyson. And then you like scroll to the next clip and the dude is just like you don't see the dude at all. You just see Tyson's fist just like boom, 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 boom. I was like, this dude's like in the fetal position in the chair.
Um. Yeah, I know. I wouldn't mess with Mike Tyson, even if I don't know who would like think it's a good idea. I mean, I guess the guy that's this probably thinking I'm gonna get some money if I just do this and piss him off till he hits me, you know.
Yeah, that's probably true.
And like also knowing he's probably a guy that easily breaks.
Yeah.
All right, next category. So Netflix stock crashed this week or yesterday or Thursday, or today's Thursday. It crashed yesterday, I think. But basically, Netflix released its quarterly earnings, saying that they lost 200,000 users over the last quarter, which
That's
just
because they're bumping these prices out the yazoo.
they have been bumping prices. So people have been. I mean, there's so much. The market is so much more saturated too. There's all these other apps that are doing the same things. People are like acquiring good movies on other apps that people want to watch, and like
Mm-hmm.
finding these other apps more useful than Netflix, which that's just part of competition. So
Yeah.
that's part of it. Plus, they keep jacking up the prices every now and then, you know, and then so resolution. It seemed that I read was okay, so we lost 200,000 users, and we've now done a release a report that says we have 100 million people on a shared password. So let's decrease the number of password users you can have per account.
Yeah.
So I guess what they're saying is if we can get more than 200,000 people to sign up to make up this deficit,
To make up. Yeah.
even if we lose more people or we make it 200,000 plus the people we lose, and like can we cover the gap by changing this? Like are more people going to like add another account versus just say screw it, I'm not dealing with Netflix anymore?
Yeah.
Hard to say. And I guess like all other companies that are doing the same thing as Netflix, like Hulu and HBO Max and all that, they have kind of been working from behind the whole time because Netflix has always been ahead of the game. So they're at the gain of Netflix's loss. But I'd be interested to know if other companies of similar quality were losing customers over the last year recently, you know.
I thought it was funny. There was one thing that I was like scrolling through Twitter and it was like it was like a caption tweet of that, like some like news breaking saying that Netflix had lost that many viewers or I mean
Yeah.
that many members, signups, whatever. And it was like finally they'll get the realization they need they need to make some better ass shows on that on Netflix. And I was like, that's also a good point.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're picking good shows and putting them on other things. Like they got The Office taken from them. They when it was on there, and I know like tons of people watched it. They have Trailer Park Boys on there at some point. They don't have it anymore. Maybe.
I think so. I think they did have it on there, and then I think
Yeah,
they get
and then
taken
my
away.
friends used to watch it all the time, and now they can't.
I
It's
will
on
say
there.
the one good thing Netflix has done for me, like I don't really watch a bunch of Netflix.
Yeah.
I just don't have time for it. Like if I do, I'm putting something on just to like fall asleep too because I need background noise.
Yeah.
But they've had some great movies
Like the
on
Netflix
like
original movies, you mean?
no, I'm just talking about like normal movie, like regular movies that just have been put on Netflix.
Yeah.
They like weren't on there before. That have been like, okay, like I would definitely fall asleep with that and probably would end up watching the whole movie and then fall asleep.
Well, I mean, I don't think the whole password sharing thing is probably not going to add people as much as they think.
No.
I don't think. I think
I
too
don't
many
think it
people
will either.
rely on another like family member to pay their bill or whatever. To
Yeah,
the point that
I
they would
agree
just
with
stop
that.
using it and get a cheaper service. Why would you pay for the most expensive option? All right.
Yeah.
Chef's life update. All right.
What you got going on?
Final start next Thursday. So I
Oh.
started like classes kind of end this week. Like some professors already ended. One ended on Tuesday. One ends tomorrow. One ended maybe yesterday. So classes are all ending. I'm trying to make a decision on whether I want to go, whether I'm going to do an MBA program or not, because I'm having some funding issues essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Right now I'm considered out of state, but if I can get in-state recognition because I'm in the reserves and my unit is in Ohio and I've been here for a year, then I can get like in-state waiver, and then I have $15,000 for my program, so then I really only owe $15,000 a year. So it's not
Nice.
that expensive, but it's still gonna put me in a little debt.
Yeah.
Which really sucks, but it is what I want to do more than law school. So luckily, law school is free.
True.
So I get done with my finals on the 10th. I'm leaving, coming uh, down to Georgia for my mom's graduation on the 11th, and then I'm going to Myrtle Beach. The
Oh, Dirty Myrtle.
Dirty Myrtle. I'm going to Dirty Myrtle the 12th through the 15th, and then coming back on the 15th to do an assignment that's like a post-school assignment to try to get on this extracurricular activity in law school called a law journal. And then hang out for a couple weeks, play some golf with the boys, with dad, hang out, have a good time with my family. And then I'm leaving at the beginning of June to go live in South Carolina. And I am going to Bullock for 3 months. And then after Bullock, I'm going back to school, which I will be.
So is Bullock like the city you're gonna be? Is that something? Is like
it's
name?
Basic. It's BOLC. It's an acronym. So it's a basic officer leader course, and depending on what branch you are in the Army, so like infantry people go to Fort Benning, and then I'm an AG
so
officer.
Yours is just
mine's in South Carolina at this other base.
Okay.
And like military intelligence, Bullock is in Fort Huachuca, Arizona, and then engineers at Fort Leavenworth. So there's different bases for different that they host these different schools at. I mean, these bases serve other purposes, but these schools are just at different places. There's a couple different schools at some of them instead of just one school. But
yeah, okay, that makes sense.
I'm gonna spend my time going to the beach on the weekends and coming home playing golf. I'm playing these like Veterans Golf Tour tournaments actually with my dad in late May, and then I'm gonna probably continue to do them in the summer. That earn points, and then like you can get the opportunity to play at the Masters, I think, at Augusta National out of it.
What?
But that's just assuming that I put a lot of time and effort into it and actually win. But you play with a handicap, so it's like actually, and they're in classifications based on your handicap. So
that'd be wild.
Yeah, that would be sicko mode. But anyway, that's what I got planned for the next like 4 months, until like August. So
nice.
A little update. All right, flip it. Your turn.
My turn. All right. Well, mine's not that as impressive, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
So probably starting in the next 2 to 3 weeks. I know I'd told you, and also said on the podcast, like after spring break, I'm gonna start looking for a full-time job. Probably come like the next 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks is when I'll start looking, because we're in that for all my friends who still go to college down here. They're in that same way as you, is okay, finals are in the next like week and a half, 2 weeks. Classes are pretty much over. So everybody's like, and it's also starting to warm up here. Like today was in the like low 80s maybe. Yeah. And then tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday is all like high 80s, low 90s.
Okay.
So it's turning into pool weather. People want to stay outside, do things outside all day, every day. And the pool there, like inside pool or outside pool?
It's outside. Well, I got in the hot tub, but the pool also is not that cold that you can get in it. It's not cold.
Okay, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's finally getting hot out here. So like I said, everybody's trying to do stuff outside.
Yeah.
And with them only having like 2.5 weeks left of school, I think in my head, I'm like, okay, I would much rather definitely should look for a full-time job. But if these guys are about to graduate or going to be home for the summer, I'm not going to see them as much. So I want to hang out with them, do stuff. We have, I got region golf tournament this weekend. So Monday is when we play, but we go up Sunday and stay in a hotel and then have the tournament Monday. Did y'all play in Commerce when y'all had it?
Is it called Double Oaks or Twin Oaks or something like that?
Yeah, I think it's Double Oaks.
Yeah, we played there.
Okay, that's where we're going. It's the same crappy. It's not a crappy course. It's really open, but I don't know. It's just it'll be a fun day. It'll be a fun weekend. A nice little getaway. We'll put it at that.
We played there one year. The first year we played, at a place in North Georgia that was really cool. It's like in the hills. I can't remember what it's called though. It was like a mountain course. It was nice.
Oh, that would have been cool. Yeah, see, since this is like my third, fourth year helping with golf, this is the same course we played every year for region. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm tired of playing it. I would like a new course to play, but
So you said you're starting to look for a job after graduate or after the next couple weeks.
yes, look for a job. Honestly, I don't know what I want to do. I really like want to do stuff in human resources with a company or college, but
Yeah.
it's also going to see like end up being like what all jobs are around here. Because I technically like I am going to move out of Millersville.
Yeah.
And I am going to move out of my parents' house soon. But if I can get like a job close to home, like I would want to stay at home at least for like a year
Huh?
before I move out. And unless I save up a good bit in the next couple months or have
Yeah.
like a good like signing bonus or something, or like, my pay is going to be really good and I can afford to like move to a different city,
Yeah.
because like I'm at the point where like I don't really want a roommate. Like I would love to have like a studio apartment with, I mean, not just like it doesn't have to be a studio, but
Just a
like
one
just
bedroom.
a
You wanna live by
one
yourself.
bedroom. Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to live like a one bedroom apartment. Like, I mean, I am a people person. Like I
Yeah.
love hanging out with people and I love being with people, but I feel like I
Just
can
want
go
your own
out and do
space
that.
now. Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to like be able to spread out and just do whatever I want to do. Like, because
Yeah.
I mean, a one bedroom will be big enough to invite people over if they want to hang out.
Yeah. No, I understand. I understand. All right. 420.
Plays up, bro.
All right. Well, just give me your thoughts. Like, what? All right, let's start. Do you know what it means?
It's Weed Day, National Weed Day.
Yeah. Why? Why is it 420?
Oh, why is it 420? No clue.
So some like I looked at it. So one of my friends looked up the other day, and I can't remember what they said. Pretty much, people celebrate 420 because of something in some group of students in the 70s or 80s, like used to like smoke weed at 420 every day at like that time.
Like 420 in the afternoon?
Yeah, like the time of day. Yeah. So then
Okay.
like now they celebrate, and maybe this has something to do with like when it right before it's legal, or maybe it was a part of legalizing it to begin
Yeah.
with. I don't know how it goes. I'm California weirdos, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So 420. Uh, yeah.
That's kind of dope, no pun intended. That they
But
smoked every day though.
what is your opinion on it?
Opinion on it? I mean,
Yes.
I don't really care. I mean, if people smoke, like they can smoke. Yeah,
You smoke?
it's just no, I do not smoke.
I think it's annoying. I'm just gonna be flat out honest. I hate.
I d-
I'd rather people smoke cigarettes. I know cigarettes are worse for you, but like I don't do either one, so I don't care which one's worse for you. Like smoke whatever
Yeah.
you want if you're gonna like kill yourself. But I can't stand the smell of it. It bothers me every time I smell it. It stinks. It makes me cough. Unlike cigarettes, strangely enough, and maybe that's because like I've had cigars at points in my life. Or
Well, see, I feel like there's different. Like I know there is like different like kinds of weed, but like so like I've like when I've been at parties and stuff, like there have been
Yeah.
people who are smoking weed and like it's a noticeable smell.
Yeah, I just hate
But
like
then
people walk in public when they go anywhere. They smell everybody else is now smoking weed too. Maybe not literally, but you're inhaling the scent.
Yeah.
And it's enough to feel like, wow, I might as well just got the benefit of smoking it if I have to smell it.
But see, there's people like they'll be at the parties, and I'm like, okay, like I know you're smoking weed because I can smell it on you, but it's like okay, like it's not like excuse me, it's not like a too terrible of a scent that I like, can't handle. But then like I will say like my neighbors, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
they smoke, but like I've talked to my dad about it, and he was like, it's like something called skunk.
Yeah.
This like I think he said it's like weed, but like a variation or something, but like that stuff literally smells like skunk piss. Like skunk spray, like it smells terrible.
Gosh,
Like they're literally across the street, but I can smell it like walking to my car, like at least 100 yards away.
Why do you want to smell like that in public? Like nobody looks at you and goes, "Wow, what a nice professional person that I would ever consider having a conversation with or like offer a job."
Okay, but see now those people kind of do rub me the wrong way, but like I feel like there's a lot of people that I know that might smoke or do smoke, but they like will spray perfume or cologne and cover it up before they go in
It's
public.
not covering it up. It's mixed. It just like mixes the smell with the perfume, and you're like, oh, good job. You smoke weed, and now you smell like weed and perfume
Well,
together.
see, maybe that might be my COVID nose coming into effect because I can never smell it
Yeah,
if
it
there's
may be the
anybody
fact that you've
around
just
me.
been around it much more than I have growing up, like, or in the last like 5 years. But good gosh, I hate smell. I mean, I lived in a fraternity house. Like, I knew what weed smelled. I smoked weed every day, and it's like, good
Yeah,
gosh, I hated it though. But in my opinion on it's a little bit stronger than most. It's just I don't like the smell of it. Like, I don't
I feel like
think
it's
it's
just
that big of a
another.
deal that it's legal or not. Like, if you want, it should be legal. We should be taxing the hell out of people for it if they're gonna buy it anyway. But uh,
Yeah,
I don't, I don't particularly find it very professional, and I understand people's complaints if they're gonna smoke weed and they can't get a job or they can't do this, that, or the other. It's like you put off a vibe when you start smoking weed.
I feel like it's just a day for like, so you have like your smokers day, and then like you have like your drinkers day,
Yeah.
like a
Do you
holiday,
have a Drinkers Day though?
like I would say like St.
Fourth of
Patrick.
July or something? Oh,
I'd say
St.
St.
Patrick.
Patrick. I'd say St.
It's not
Patrick's
the
Day. I'm not
intention though.
Irish.
420 is designated a weed. St. Patrick's Day is supposed to be like some Irish, like I don't know, or making fun of Irish people. It seems like.
Yeah, but I mean everybody's wasted that day. Like it doesn't matter where you go, everybody is hammered.
All right, all right. Next topic. Oh, law change. All right, so I need to restart this time. I have to change it when I forget, and I have to start it at a random
Gotcha.
time while we're going. Um, so law change. What law would you change if you could change any
The
law?
one that
Not
just
drug
got
related.
passed, the one is not drug. The one that just got passed like a year and a half, 2 years ago. The freaking hands-free law.
What is that? Texting
The
driving?
not it's not even texting and driving. It's like just having your phone just in your hand. Like I could just be holding my phone like this, but if a cop sees me, he'll pull you over.
Wait, have you been pulled over for this?
Yes, I have.
Actually?
I got pulled over within it was like the first I don't know, let me think. I mean, probably like a week or two after it was passed, maybe, and like they were like cracking down on everything. I got pulled over by GSP.
Oh
First
my.
off, we went to high school with him, or at least
Really?
I did. I don't know. He might have graduated
Who was
before
it?
you got there. Kevin Kirby.
I never heard of this guy.
Okay, so he might have been like a year older, but he went to school at GMC. Like I
Okay.
knew him, and he was right behind Old Times. And I got off of work to go on my lunch break because I didn't have food, so I had to go pick up food in town. So I went
Yeah.
in town, and I had my music playing, and my car has Bluetooth, but I never like had set it up. Just never took the time to set it up because I plugged my aux in and everything.
Yeah.
And so I had my phone just sitting there, and I got a text or a phone call or something. And I looked down like this and make sure I got it on camera. I looked down like this. Don't even type, don't even respond or anything. Click it off, put it back in my lap. Light turns green. I go, whoop, whoop, pulls me over. I was like, bro, you've got to be kidding me.
Yeah. This is like right when it was passed.
Yeah, I was like, right when it was passed, I was like, they're just literally getting anybody and everybody who had their phones out. I mean, I'd seen probably like 5 people pulled over in the next 30 minutes. Like
Yeah.
it was bad. And I'm like, so I mean, I understand it's supposed to be safer for the roads and everything, but I mean, to me, it's just an annoying law.
Yeah.
Like people are gonna do that. It's like saying like you can't have a drink in your hand while you're driving. So you're telling me I gotta pull over every single time I'm thirsty? Like no.
Yeah. All right. I think I would change probably prostitution
Okay.
as far as either prostitution or just like generally I said no drugs, but like what my first answer would be would like legalize all drugs. It's like if we're gonna do it, people are gonna
Every
do it
single
anyway,
thing?
just for the most
Okay.
part. Like I could get in debate about what and whatnot, but
Yeah. Okay.
like I think that people are already like sex services are also something that people are already paying for. They
True.
like there's I think it will eventually be legalized in some states, especially more progressive ones like California, New York. But in general, yeah, I think that I mean I don't like I think I do a pretty good job in my head of separating what is freedom from what is religious views,
Mhm.
where the government over time has not done that because it's been controlled by like white men from that were of all the same religion. So like that's kind of the laws we got,
Yeah.
where that punishes people in the term of freedom. Like what people want to do is kind of like abortion. Like I separate my view on abortion from what is my religious view and what is my political view, because one of these like political views is supposed to support freedom, where my religious view is my personal view that shouldn't be restraining on anyone. This is what I think.
Yeah.
So like in the interest of freedom, I think prostitution or sex workers, whatever you call it, should be legal. But I personally don't believe in it, and I think it's bad, and I don't think people should do it, and I don't think it should be legal from a religious perspective. But not pursuing my religion and looking at people's freedom and what they want to do, I think that it is a restriction on people's freedom that they should have, similar to abortion. Don't believe in
Yeah.
abortion necessarily all that much, but should people be able to get an abortion because that's what freedom is? Yes.
Yeah. I
Like the
agree.
premise of America is people should be able to get an abortion. Premise of my religious view completely different, but
Yeah.
those things are not. The law is written to separate them, but we
Yeah.
don't separate them in the law. They're the same. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Anyway,
get what you're saying.
white Protestants rule the law like from the 1700s, 1800s, and on.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, all right. What song you got for me this week, Scoot?
All right. So this one, I'm honestly like kind of excited to see your reaction. I wish I could like be like a fly on the wall and watch you while you listen to this. So I heard this song in Velvet and I haven't heard in a while, but I was like, this would just be like a good funny reaction to see what you hear. So it's called Beverly Hills by, I'm gonna say it's Shaboozey, Shaboozey.
Yeah, that's Shaboozey. That's an easy one. Shaboozey is spelled just like Shaboozey. All right.
But it should be a good. The title of it is definitely not what you think it's gonna be. That's why I wanted would love to see your reaction. Like it's not the song you're gonna think you're gonna be listening to when you type it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it should be funny to hear you next week. get your take on that.
All right. I'm trying to imagine, but just my own name Shaboozey is probably not very good. But I'm trying to like build an idea of what it's gonna
It's
be like
not
before I
to
go
me
do it.
like personally like it's not a bad song, but it's just like the name. Okay, the name is Beverly Hills. It's just nothing like Beverly Hills, like a
Oh.
Beverly Hills song that you would think of. That's why
It's like the opposite of Beverly Hills. It's like
It's
the
like a
hood,
complete-
like, shoot 'em
no,
up, bang bang stuff.
No, I can't say anymore because I'll ruin it.
Okay.
But it should be very interesting. Should give you a good laugh.
All right.
But a
all right.
decent song.
Okay. My song for you is Fence Post by Cody Johnson.
It's posed by Cody
All right.
Johnson. Why does that name sound familiar? Does he have big songs?
Yeah, he's a pretty big deal. He's not like some
Okay.
off the wall guy.
Okay.
He's got plenty of songs. He sings Till You Can't. Have you ever heard that song? That's like one of his most popular songs. He's got
I've probably heard it. I'm good with rap music and song names, country music song names. No,
Yeah,
clue.
yeah.
You can
I
probably play it
understand,
for me and I'd
understand.
be like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad with song names in general most of the time. Like I hear it and I go, oh, I've heard the song, but I couldn't tell you the singer or a song name most of the time.
I feel you.
All right, Beast Mode. Cook it up. We'll
Cook
get
it up.
back on it. Episode 12. We're gonna have some issues when I start moving all around, and we're having to do this. So we'll see how that goes. Probably have to do
We'll
an
figure it
episode or
out.
two at home. Maybe
Yeah.
do it in person episode.
Well, so yeah, maybe we could do it in person. I
That'd
don't
be
know
kinda
how we
cool.
would. I don't know how we could set it up. I mean, well, we could figure it out. Definitely, that would be a cool thing to do over the summer.
Yeah, we could definitely do it. I think it'd be kind of like this. We'd just be sitting in the same room. We'd make eye contact, and it'd be weird.
Just like
All right, sounds good. I will see you next week.
All right, man. I'll see you later.
All right.